Welcome back, guys, to a new live day trading episode. My name is Julius. I hope you're all well. We are back in the S&P 500 future. Right off the bat, please make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you're interested in live trading. I upload every Tuesday and Saturday. This is an authentic live trading session, not the fake stuff you will see on other channels. I trade my real equity account here. I'm trading 5 micro contracts that equals to one of $25 per point. Count window is activated for you guys. You can always see my open P&L, close P&L, everything. And market opens in 15 seconds. We have the lows of the day right here and the highs all the way up here. Long candle wick here during the news, so I would not take the last tick as a guidance, rather something in the middle. And let's see, I will trade this as a range, buy the lows, sell the tops. Very straightforward. I'm gonna set in a limit order here. Let's see if it's being filled, and we're filled. Perfect. Entering with 5 micros. So let's delete my point of interest. The opening strategy is over. And let's set, wow, this line is not straight. Let's set a stop loss 1 tick below the lows of the day. All right. So let's just make sure that this line is set right. The stop loss is 1.5 to 2 points away, a good number of points. And now let's see if the market can go long, or if we'll close underneath my red stop loss line, then I will close this long position manually and immediately open a short position. I can do that with a reverse button. You can't see it currently, my face cam is over it, but I've got a reverse button here, so I can reverse this 5 micro contract long position into a 5 micro contract short position immediately. This is what I will do. I'm not trading with the automated stop loss. I'm using just a red trend line, horizontal line as an indication where I want to be stopped out manually. All right. Enough talk. Let's take a look at the footprint. What happens in the first 5-minute candle? Okay, first good sign. We're printing clusters. We even got a little green square. I don't know if you're able to see it, but we got a little green square that is an absorption that took place here. If you would have looked at a heat map, you could probably see it very well. Delta is still negative, but heavily bought back. So let's see if it may be able to flip to bullish delta. It was very close here. So the clusters are a first good sign that the sellers are not able to push lower. Also this absorption here with a big bullish long order is a good sign. So I would prefer for this candle to flip to bullish delta, but this could still take a while here. But this candle so far is looking very good. I'm quite happy with the entry. Until now it's a bullish pin bar. Hopefully it can close somewhat like that. And there it is, bullish delta. And we even tested higher price here for a second. The candle flipped to the long side as to a bullish candle. So now we got value area low here kind of in the way, and many imbalances. They will act as resistance. Imbalances occur in my chart after imbalances on 3 consecutive price levels, and then those lines will be printed here and they will from experience act as resistance here for now. But we can find resistances everywhere, guys. We can find 1,000 of them in a 5-minute daily chart. If you want to be really... Oh, look at this delta. Wow, this is interesting. Let me just speak about that for a second. Wow, so many bullish long orders, active market longs have been put into this market. Now some sellers came in at the first imbalance as I predicted. It will act as resistance, but wow, look at the volume, 50,000 contracts. This is quite fascinating. So I'm very happy with the P&L already. So if you were a scalper, I could already take a profit here and end the day quite profitably. That is looking very good. So 30 seconds. Let's see if this candle is able to finish and to close quite high. That would be a first good sign. If we would be able to finish strong here, building clusters here, this is not a bad sign per se. If we are able to close above it, it actually underlines the statement of the bulls that they are able to buy at higher price and they're willing to buy a lot of contracts at higher prices. Of course, this also means that the selling side is able to sell here, but this for now looks very good, even unfinished auction, and we're immediately going long. So we're probably gonna test the lowest tick here once again, since this candle has no low wick here until now, and usually every candle, at least in the US session, has a lower and upper wick. It's also unfinished auction here, but maybe the momentum is so freaking strong that we are gonna take off without a lower wick. That is also possible. Okay, guys, this is a very good start to this trading session. I actually enjoy it very much. So we are here from the technical point of view, from the mere price action. We are at a structural point here. Can draw that for you. We got the lows here and they acted as support and then it became resistance once the market tested this price level again. So this would be the first thing that we need to break here, the first obstacle. Other than that, the next one would be probably up here and then the highs of the day. But I could find 100 more support and resistances here in this chart. So, but I think those are the major ones. But that should not bother me. I will hold on to this long position as the market is so strong here currently. 57,000 contracts been traded. That is a huge amount. But so far, this is looking very good, guys. Very, very good entry. So today, the range entry paid off again, which is always nice to see. Wow. And we are not seem to be stopping anytime soon here. Come on. Like, those big pushes always come with a risk, okay? So should the market extend into one direction very fast, the velocity is very fast, it tends to be sold off quite in the same velocity, quite as fast, okay? So if the market is really, really fast here in the long direction, we might see a equalization, so to say, of this very fast push by the sellers soon. This could happen in the next candle, that everything will be sold off again. Sometimes the market is strong enough to hold on. But there are two things that I'm not liking here. First thing, how fast the market got up here. Second thing, that we still got no lower wick. Not the biggest fan of that. I would prefer a clean build up to higher highs. Right now, this seemed a little too fast. But who am I to judge? Of course, I am happy with it. Already almost $300 in profit. That is quite a good opening session here. I could think about ending the live trading session already here with such a big amount of money made and a beautiful opening trade. That is quite a little too fast here, so I will hold on to this position and I will hold on nevertheless till the end of the trading day so I can show you a little more of what's about to happen. But the opening, so to say, is over. And usually I'm only recording like the opening, but in most occasions it takes like an hour or so to really get into a bigger move after the opening, okay? A lot of times we see some consolidation first or whatever. But since I'm nevertheless holding on to this long position, I can also show you a little more of what's happening here. Maybe analyze some more things. Hope you're well. Hope you had a great trading week so far. Didn't say that at the beginning. Hope you could learn something new or made new achievements in your research. Research is everything, guys. Even if you already have a profitable strategy, like I'd like to say for myself, research is everything. You can still research another year of backtesting data. Why don't you do that? Maybe you're gonna see something new. Maybe you see that in this year your strategy did not work at all. Imagine that. Imagine you have a profitable strategy and you backtested it for 2 years. Okay, that is a lot of data every day. That is quite a significant and good amount. But imagine you are researching for a third year, backtesting for a third year, and you notice that it's not working at all. Then everything might change a little bit. So while I'm talking to you, keep an eye on the market. Maybe we will sell off as fast as we got up there. I hope not. And all of those clusters speak another language. They actually give me some hope here that this was a lasting push. Let's see. Let's get back to research and why it is so important. So if you, for example, have 2 years of profitable backtest data and you backtest a third year and it turns out to be not profitable, you're in a tricky situation. Does that mean that your strategy won't be profitable in the future? I don't know. If it works for the past 2 years, maybe it's going to work for the next 2 years. But if you find a year in the past where it did not work at all, and in day trading, I'm not speaking about a week or sometimes even a month. They're gonna be losing months, at least for the most of us, okay? But on a yearly basis, your strategy should definitely be profitable. Otherwise, it's definitely not worth trading, okay? So if you got in the past a year where it didn't work at all, maybe that's just because the markets were a little different past then. We don't know, but it should give you something to think about, maybe to find a way to make it even profitable in that year, to switch something, and then you'll be on the safer side. Nonetheless, it's always a good idea to backtest further, to further research your approach. Okay, so if you don't have anything to do right now, get to your strategy, your approach that you are trading currently, and research more about it. So let's see what is happening currently here. So we more or less sold off the whole bar And the delta is quite negative here. What does that mean? I can repeat myself in every video, but I want you to learn it. That means that the difference between active market sellers and active market buyers in this case is on the side of the active market sellers. So there are way more sellers than buyers, active ones. That means by entering with market positions or with stop positions, okay? Why is this candle not negative then, but rather undecided or even a bullish pin bar currently? Because there's also passive side to the markets. So the passive market buyers seem to be very strong down here, putting in liquidity below the current market price and hindering the sellers from selling off further, okay? So that's good. We at least got the passive market participants on our side here, the passive buyers. Now we also want to get some more active buyers in, and then we should be all right, okay? So 1.5 minutes until this candle closes. And I'm not too mad about the market taking its time, making higher highs. Okay, usually that could be a sign, if we at least make higher highs in the future, that this is a good auction, that everything is working sustainably, that it's a lasting one and not a rushed one, all right? So far, I'm quite happy with the velocity here. We had a bigger opening push and now the market could take its time, maybe make a little retracement, but in the end, making higher highs, that is what we want to see. So far, I'm quite happy. Delta also shifting towards the positive more and more. Everything's working so far, I can't complain. Now let's see if we can make at least one tick higher. We should also keep in mind that here's another imbalance that will act as resistance. Also the structural low of the news candle will definitely act as a structure point. Value area high, right, yeah, it is there. Worth to mention maybe. And then we already want to orientate ourselves to the more or less the highs of the day. So this is a little concerning now that we are really closing as a doji and building that many clusters here on 2 consecutive price levels. So we should, okay, here are also a lot of imbalance. So we should definitely take our time with this push and make a clean lasting auction and not like a one-way auction or something. But those clusters, okay, it's not a bad sign per se. But there might be the chance that this next candle, even though it looks very bullish now, will end up as a bearish one or at least test here the lower prices again. Because those clusters are an indicator for me. Back in my scalping days, I would have probably tried a short here now above those tops here. Back in my scalping days when I see, okay, negative delta, a lot of clusters on 2 consecutive price levels, big trades indicator, 1, 2, 3, 4 big trades indicator, point of control nearby. All right, okay, this could be worth taking a short. So I know that from experience that this is not over yet. We're not done yet, but we hit the $300, so we can't complain. Come on, buyers. Now they have to be strong. If they want to see lasting higher highs, they have to be strong now. And we need new buyers, okay? So only because someone bought down here. This is not going to influence the price action up here. I bought down there. And I'm not doing anything. I'm not part of any of those numbers here. I'm not part of them actually at all because I'm not trading the mini but the micro here, and those are only the numbers for the mini contracts. But imagine if I would have traded the mini contract, I would have been part of a number down here, but up here, not at all. So we not only need the buyers to be strong somewhere previously, but we need them to buy here again, or new buyers to buy here again. But definitely this is the part where they need to step in again. So the market also lives off of the people adding to their trades, okay? So there are not always enough new market participants to step in at every point. It also is important for previous market buyers here to add to their winning position, which I'm not doing anymore, which I did in the past. But from my backtest experience, it went worse. Instead of just maybe opening a little bigger position, holding on to your first entry. Okay, adding made my performance worse because just pretty easy because you're worsening your average entry price. Okay, as I told you, we are actually selling off here a little. And that is not a surprise to me. That is definitely no surprise. It looked like it on the footprint. I'm not trading the footprint here. I did in my previous years of my trading life. And I think it's also good that I did it because now I have the expertise to really analyze the footprint chart on a high level. But okay, hopefully this is over yet. And this was the little short test that I saw coming. And hopefully now we are able to pick some more buys from below and now push higher. But this was no surprise to me. But I'm not trading the footprint chart anymore. This is just now for entertainment purposes to really see what's going on inside the candles, okay? I'm not trading it anymore. I'm just trading a blank 5-minute chart. This is where I get my entry and exit signals from. This is just like a little fun project on the side to really look what's going on and maybe even to learn something, okay? It can't hurt to build up screen time, especially not on the footprint chart, okay? So I talked for about 20 minutes straight. Maybe it's time to mute myself and to wait a couple of more minutes until the market decides in which direction to go further. Currently, I'm still hoping that we're gonna break the 63 here and go higher to the highs of the day. And this candle is about to close. Okay, it's an okay close. We definitely made new highs. This is what I wanted to see. And now we're here at those imbalances. And they're gonna be a hard time. So if I had to predict this candle now, which is of course just speculation, I would say that we're gonna sell off again, at least print a low wick before making new highs, but I could be wrong. This short-term decision making is just speculation, of course. Day trading itself is just speculation. I think if you're not a longer-term investor, you're always a speculant on something. But the delta looks quite promising again. So today is a really interesting day if you're a fan of using the delta, because it's so freaking volatile directly after the candle opening. And also like more or less the market participants are able to agree on one side for a couple of minutes here. So it was more significant a few minutes ago when we were at the delta of 5,000 or 6,000 in overall volume, but it had a difference in the delta here of 2,000 to the bullish side, okay? Only 6,000 contracts had been traded, but 2,000 bullish delta was quite significant for that little number. So it seemed like everybody was agreeing to go long here. And now it's a little more as usual. Okay, guys. I think I'm just gonna be quiet for a second. We're way over $300. Go above the 63 and I'm very happy here, and I would maybe already be able to end today's live trading session, because it won't get any better than that in my opinion. Of course, now we could spike up for the whole day. I would make a lot of money on it, but so far I can't complain about the opening, and it's definitely worth sharing with you. But I'm mostly also sharing everything I record, okay? If it's a losing day I'm recording, then I will also share it with you, because I think you can learn something from every outcome of each day, okay? And I'm not afraid to post losers. You can look at my previous videos. I think half of that, maybe even losers, or almost half of that, okay? I'm not afraid to do it. Okay, guys, I think this shall be enough for today. The market tends to get a little slower here. We are at the 63. This is what I wanted to see. And I want to see a breakout above the 63. I think this could take a moment, to take a while. So for now, I think I catched the big momentum of the opening and I recorded it. We were almost here at $350 in open PNL after like 25 minutes of trading. I think that is quite successful. I could now close the position and walk away. So this live trading session ends for you here. I'm not doing it for your information. I'm holding on to this long position for as long as possible. I'm only closing a position at the end of the trading day or when I'm stopped out. So far, enough talk. I can show you the footprint. Again, we do not made a low wick here yet. I'm still kind of thinking that it's gonna happen. Delta is still quite bullish. Last minute of this candle, $356. That is looking very good. I'm very happy with the profit. Hopefully you could learn something. This was quick, this was pragmatic, and it worked. It showed you again how my range opening is very profitable on some occasions, on many occasions. Take your research seriously. It's the only thing we can do in trading besides take an actual trade. Alright, see you in the next episode. Good trading today. Take care of yourself, guys. Bye bye.